Hey everybody, this is Lorelia coming to you from a unfamiliar setting. I usually do these videos in my car, and I had planned to do a video tutorial from my computer, but I'm still trying to figure it out. I'm using a new software, so I'm having some technical difficulties. But today, kind of wanted to just talk to you about low credit scores and NAV. And so let's get started. But before I, discuss what I'm going to discuss with you today, let me be clear who this video is for. Now, during the whole course of 2019, if you're familiar with my channel, if you watch my videos, you know I've been talking a lot about business funding, helping business owners have the ability. Hey, how you doing, Brandon Hicks? Helping business owners leverage credit and debt to increase their cash flow and build wealth. And so during this whole course of this whole year, I've really tried to figure out what's the best way to serve the audience. And what I've boiled down to is that really you can't help everybody. And why is it that you can't help everyone? Because I'm going to get to the topic at hand, but I do want to discuss this because as I begin to build more relationships with lenders and know what it is, their criteria, what they're looking for, unfortunately, they're the ones who call the shots. They are the ones who decide, hey, how you doing, Kenny? They decide who is going to get funding and who's not. So it's nothing personal. So be very careful of those who are saying they're going to assist you with getting business credit. What I'm talking about is business funding. Business funding to me encompasses business credit, business loans, business lines of credit. But unfortunately, everyone won't get it. And what do I mean by that? Everyone will not qualify for funding. The reason why I titled this video, Why NAV and Low Credit Scores Won't Get You Business Funding, is because what most people do is they spend a lot of time building what they supposedly call business credit. What is that? The net 30 accounts, getting all those trade lines or what have you. And don't get me wrong, they have a place, but understand, any lender, if you're getting true business credit, I'm not talking about credit cards. Credit cards have its place. I don't think nothing's wrong with credit cards. I think that if you use them, though, there's a strategy that you have to use in order to really maximize the best use for you to get what it is that you want. You want to get the best bang for your buck. I'm not talking about someone who's going to help you get a little $5,000 credit card. I'm talking about getting high credit limits, multiple high credit limits. So there is a place for credit cards. I'm not against credit cards, but this video is not about that. This video is primarily about individuals who spend a lot of time, like I said, trying to build net 30 accounts, getting trade lines, and spending no time improving their personal credit. And that's why in the previous video I said credit sweeps are not going to help you. A lot of people are falling prey of credit professionals who are telling them, if you pay me X amount of dollars, I'll wipe everything out. And I've said in the last video, they are doing that. They are doing that service. They are wiping everything out. But imagine you being a 40-year-old person, and now you have a clean credit report. I'm just looking at something on my computer. You have a clean credit report as if you've never had credit. Imagine you being a 50-plus-year-old person and you just recently had a credit sweep and now you have a clean report. And don't get me wrong, some people don't even know that they're actually getting a credit sweep. I just had a conversation with a gentleman over the weekend, and when I looked at his credit report, he had nothing on there. I mean, nothing. It was blank. One inquiry. And I said to him, I said, oh, so it looks like you've recently had a credit sweep. And he said, oh, no, I never had a credit sweep or what have you. I don't know if he was lying. I don't know if he was telling the truth. And he appeared as if he didn't know. So I feel like, well, you know what? I'm not here to judge. Let me just share with him. And I explained to him what a credit sweep was. And whether a person tells me or not, I can look at the credit report and tell. Now, now this was the red flag. When I submitted his information to the lender, went online, submitted it, it wouldn't go through. It kept saying bad gateway, all this other stuff. We'll find out it's because his identity was not matching with the information that I have to put in. Because when I submit information to the lender, I do it from a computer. It's all automated. Artificial intelligence is real. Like this is not something I'm just talking about or you hear other people talk about. The computers, the algorithm of the computers, the way these programmers have built these computers and created these programs, that they can take just a little information on you. I'm not even talking social security number, because I didn't ask for his social security number. I just asked basic information, first name, last name, address, date of birth. That's all I need. Just from that, don't even need his social. The software can determine what is his credit score, his credit identity, whatever they need to be able to identify if he is a candidate for funding. Now, I'm no programmer. I'm not even someone who even understands the science, the computer science behind how they have a software to do this. This is $1 billion industry. Like, do you really think that you're going to find some free YouTube videos on how you're going to trick the banking system, the financial system, the credit system to be able to get you funding? I'm trying to save some of you all because I think you all just don't get it. But I'm going back to the topic at hand. So when I say low credit scores and NAV is not going to help you, NAV has a place. Don't get me wrong. It has a place. If you are seeking credit cards. But understand, NAV sells you on, they're going to help you build net 30 accounts. I'm never knocking nobody's, their business model. NAV is a much bigger company than me. But understand, they sell you on how to build business credit. But every decision for you to get that business credit card is based on your personal credit scores. So that's why I said low credit scores and NAV is not going to get you business funding. Because this is what I want you to do. For those who have the low credit scores, that's working diligently on their, that's the truth, yes, Curves. They're working diligently on their net 30 accounts. They're taking all the classes and courses from all, the business gurus here on YouTube. Don't get me wrong, knowledge is great, this, that, and the other. They've taken this course, they've watched this video, they're diligently working. Their personal credit score sucks. Why? Because they decide to listen to everyone who's saying, hey, I'm going to get you business funding with low credit scores. So they want to disregard their personal credit scores. And like I said, don't take my word for it. Go right on NAV right now. Take your bad credit scores. And when I say bad credit scores, anything below a 600, take your bad credit scores and take your perfect business profile that you've created, because you've watched every business credit video on YouTube. You have built a net 30 account, you have trade lines, you've bought Experian Business Credit Report, you've bought Dun & Bradstreet. Things are reporting, things are looking good. You've decided to ignore your personal credit. Now go on NAV website and go apply for those cards or talk to the representative, invest in the program, whatever, whatever suits you, and see what you are going to get approved for. Don't take my word, try it. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Another thing, on the NAV website, they also give you links of relationships that they have, because NAV does not do the lending. What NAV is, and that's what a lot of people don't understand about this space, even myself, I don't lend. I'm no underwriter. I do not approve. That's the same thing with NAV. NAV is a online portal that has the infrastructure to be able to match you based on personal credit with different lenders when it comes to business credit. You have the liberty. That's why I said it's no secret. I've shared it on other videos. You have the liberty to go right on the NAV website, go right under business loans, and see the lenders that are there that provide you with true business loans. I want you to go and look and see what their criteria is. And tell me, do you see anything about net 30 accounts? They tell you right on the website what the criteria is. They tell you how long you need to be in business. They tell you how much your bank deposit should be per month. And the little small misnomer is that they also ask you about your personal credit. There's no secret, ladies and gentlemen. There's no secret. There is no secret. So I'm gonna end this video with saying, a person who has good personal credit, they haven't built anything on their business. Thank you, Kenny. They haven't built anything on their business profile in terms of the EIN, the DUNS, the trade lines, but they got good personal credit. They can get funding all day, every day. Now I'm talking about the person with the good personal credit, as opposed to the person who has bad credit and all they're doing is spending 90% of their time building their business profile. Now one may say, well, Aurelia, you did videos talking about, a person having low credit scores and this, that, and the other. If anybody has ever had a consultation with me, understand I've always told them, right now lenders know that there are a pool of candidates who had bad credit that in recent years, in past years, I should say, they've let those clients go because their credit was bad. They didn't want to deal with them. But they've also realized that there's a big piece of pie that is made with personal credit. And so that's why I tell a person, if you have challenged credit, that's a nice word for saying bad credit, there are lenders that I can help you work with that will build your personal credit and get you lending ready, whether it's to leverage your personal credit, your personal credit to get you the funding to build the business. I'm not talking about just getting you business credit. I'm talking about you leveraging your personal credit score to get you the funding. Because remember, the person with the good credit who has did nothing with building that business profile, they can get funding all day, every day. I'm not talking about you credit suite people. I'm not talking about them people. Unfortunately, this conversation is for a different person. This is for the business owner or the real estate professional who is looking to leverage credit and debt for cash flow and wealth building. So if you are a person who has a high credit score, but you've recently had a credit sweep within the last year, and all you have is that one little measly trade line, you don't have age, you don't have a mix of credit, because one may say, well, Aurelia, I got a credit suite, and the person sold me on trade lines, so I got some trade lines reporting now. You really think they don't know that you don't have no age? You had no age to your report. You had no age. Hey, how you doing, Tinga? Tinga's one of my personal one-on-one clients. I got some stuff I need to send you. Watch the replay, Tinga. So I say all that to say, as you decide to really want to be in a place where you yourself is, thank you, Wallace, to be in a place where you are truly able to leverage your personal credit, to be able to get the funds to either expand your business or to invest in your business or just to get your business going. Personal credit has a place. It just has a place. Anyone's telling you any different, they're hoodwinking you. You played yourself. You're being hoodwinked. I've told you in this video where to go. Go right to the NAV website. It's a credible source. Go right under business loans. Check out the lenders that are under business loans and see what their criteria is. You don't have to take my word for it. Go right there. So I'm going to end this video with saying, if you are somebody who really is trying to figure out this puzzle, because I'm telling you, it is a puzzle. There is a strategy to it. A lot of people don't realize that there is a strategy. You can watch all the free YouTube videos. And don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with awareness. I feel like free content is just about that. It's about awareness. But if you want some strategy behind it, let's set up a consultation. Now, there is a process because, unfortunately, I'm not looking to work with everybody. There is a vetting process. You have to be at a particular place with yourself, even your business. You know, other than that, you know, I may share a few resources, but that's that. So, hey, that's my story. I'm sticking to it. You can go to bizcredit.yourmoneymentor.com. You can start the process. I cannot guarantee that you're going to get a consultation, but if you submit your information, there'll be a series of emails that will be sent to you or text. If you don't respond, then, you know, we'll just take that as you're not interested. And if you do not send the documents that need to be sent, yes, your credit report is one. So it's not one of those things. Well, I just got to ask a quick question. Like I said, there is a process, because unfortunately, a lot of people, they're just not qualified to really work with me. There's a place for everything in society. There's a gazillion people right here on YouTube that's telling you you can do some shell corps, trade lines, all type of creative stuff, and understand that only appeals to the person who's looking to take a shortcut. That's the same thing with credit sweeps. It only appeals for that. It's not for long term. And I'm really only interested in working with people who really want long-term sustainability in terms of cash flow for their business, in terms of wealth building. You can't do that with a person who is trying to do things that are not in integrity. And I did a video on that. I did a video on being out of integrity, where I've had people who've sent me falsified bank statements, falsified tax returns. It has no place here. You know, there may be other people here on YouTube that will kindly take your falsified bank statements, your falsified, because I've spent too much time building relationships and ongoing, especially here in the lending space, to tarnish my name with people that are trying to do, you know, underhanded stuff. And like I said, the software that a lot of these lenders are using, I can just submit a little information and it knows right from the door if it's a go or not. I'm not even putting in social security numbers. Most people who've talked to me, I've never asked them for a social security number. Never. Because it's not needed. It's not needed. Artificial intelligence is real. It's not needed. It's not needed. So that's my story. I'm sticking to it. I know I said that. Hey, just go to bizcredit.yourmoneymentor.com. Tonight I'm going to work on getting my computer synced to this new software so I can do more tutorials. Looking forward to talking to many of you and working with you. Have a good night. Bye-bye.